trying to fit. I'll disappear. Oh, yeah. No time for no bad energy. You don't want no smoke, you don't want none of that. No, no, you won't be my friend of me. I won't show no love, you won't get none of that. No, no time for it. No time for it. No time for it. Life's too short, life's too small.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Gabriel gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
I wouldn't expect too much of him right away, Peter. You've got to give him a chance to settle in and get used to life here. But he's the kind of player who can step in with a perfectly timed tackle, breaking up the opposition attacks and getting his own team moving on the front foot.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Jesus. Neymar. And the shot! Goal! Brazil! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He is through here. That's a decent clearance. Looking to play him in.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Zico gets through on it. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. It's a Brazil free kick. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Roberto Carlos! Bruno Guimaraes.
Bruno Guimaraes really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Brazil ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for the run. He's a sharp little ball here. And that was very necessary. Not the most convincing of passes. And this is Neymar. He can get that clear. Out for a throw. And it's Serginho. Brazil applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall.
Chance for a shot! It's run loose, in for the pieces! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Can he get it through? That's a nicely shaped ball. And they're quick to get it back. Casemiro. Zico. He's well positioned. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first-half thoughts?
Brazil are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And he's lost his man here. Hendrik was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Brazil still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Can he get onto this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's managed to get rid. Hendrik is onto this. Now, can they get him away? Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Linton, and he's forced to go back. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Serginho providing an outlet on that flank. And it's made its way to it. Linton!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's got away. That has been knocked clear. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Neymar. And this is Neymar. Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Marquinhos. Roberto Carlos. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tries a measured ball. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Marquinhos. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides...
I can tell this is a miracle. In your world, I feel invincible. Remember how you looked when we met. You still have this effect. You are so incredible, credible. I didn't know what to say as the hours fell away. Our love is unmissable, missable. I can tell this is a miracle. In your world, I feel invincible. I can tell even though we go high, we go low, we still find our way home. You know that you're all I need, all I need. 'Cause every time our lips touch, it's so divine. It's like you're leaving my worries behind. I wanna give you all of me, all of me. I can tell this is a miracle. In your world, I feel invincible. 'Cause I can tell this is a miracle. In your world, I feel invincible. I feel invincible.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Joelinton, there's the shot! Goal, Brazil! And what a start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
The goal scorer for Brazil.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Bebeto, out to the left it goes. Danilo cuts it out, and it's Joelinton. Joelinton hurtling down that right flank. He's got away, in towards the back stick. That's a decent clearance. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. First quarter of an hour gone. He has found the way through. Look at the space here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Lobbed in behind. Marquinhos is there and he can get that clear.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, good take in a good area. Real chance! And that was very necessary. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Neymar going full steam ahead down the left flank.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space. What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Played into space. Marquinhos makes the interception. Into the channel, and he's picked it up out wide. Swings it across. Takes a shot. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Can he get it through? And this is Adriano. Crunching tackle. Adriano is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a promising position. Neymar plays it in. Bremer gets it away. Rafinha. Just eases him off the ball. Looking to play him in. No, he's just misjudged that one. Now this could be a chance.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
It's a Brazil free kick. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Neymar! That was travelling. That is good strength. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Brazil, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. It's a mighty effort! He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're...
Oh no, this does not look good. Rafinha. Bebeto. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Bebeto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Looking for options for movement. He's in a great position here. Vinicius Junior takes a shot! Goal! Just one goal in it now. Game on! Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Substitution for Brazil. Number 21, Vinicius
We have
Junior.
got changes here from
Number
both sides, in
24,
fact.
Well, there is that
Lucas
saying,
Paqueta.
Peter, that if it isn't broke,
Number
don't try and
6,
fix it. But I suppose
coming on
you
the
don't want to risk
field,
anything in a game
number
like this.
14,
This
Neymar.
is threatening to become
Number
a really
9,
good game.
Joelinton.
Well, we have a very
Number
different game on our
39,
hands now. All of a sudden,
Griezmann.
this one's totally up for grabs.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, played through for the wide man. Punched away.
Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shifted it to the flank. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's gone looking for safety. Now it's Rafinha. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
Very much into the last knockings.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And he's taking no chances there.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 3,
Brazil
Neymar.
with their first corner,
Number
the first in the
8.
game for either side,
Coming
actually.
on the field. Number 2,
Cleared without hesitation.
Marquinhos. Number 4, Danilo. 4 added
He's
minutes
been
has
shifted
been
off it.
indicated.
Now it's João Pedro. Great guess on! And for a moment, time stood still. Works it forward. And that will be it. Brazil have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Savinho, he's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Looking for options for movement. Chance for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, good spread. Serginho makes the interception. Now it's Garcia. That'll be a corner. Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. Looking for the run. Brazil have the chance to go the other way.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he's burst through. Rafinha! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 11, Rafinha.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Joelinton. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Joelinton. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Brazil presented with a golden opportunity here to further improve their position of comfort. You like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
The goal scorer for Brazil after 30 minutes is number
So that's
8.
2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Williams. He is through here. A heavy challenge. Marquinhos. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh no, what has happened here? Jamal! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Linton puts his foot on the gas.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
We are into overtime. And here's Rafinha. Ball's played through. Yamal in acres of space out wide. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Brazil are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we are already promptly back underway. Now that's well seen too. Savinho gets into a good position. Savinho's cross. And Mosso gets it away. Yamal given the lift of his goal. Oh, they can break here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rafinha. Now it's Morata. Decent chance! Really well taken goal. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Decent progress down the left. And he's being shifted off it. Who saw this coming? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. Pedri can get it clear. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Linton. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Grimaldo looking to penetrate opposition lines. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Linton. Savinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Deftly away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Serginho.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Garcia. Yamal picks it up out wide.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Dani Olmo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Williams. And that was very necessary.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
The screen for an information
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Substitution for Spain. Number 9, Alvaro Morata. Number 15.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Coming on the field, number 23.
Now it's Savinho.
Number 13.
He's a sharp little ball here.
36. Zubimendi.
And Musso with the
place.
clearance.
This is the time you need that pace.
That looks a good ball through. Nico Williams has it out wide and in space. Defending of the desperate variety. Gerson. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. And that has been cleared. Oh, that's a key interception. Marquinhos. Can he get it through? Oh, played right into his path. It looked as though that might... We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Hello attendees, this is
Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitution for Spain. Number 20, Alex Grimaldo.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
2.
They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? He gets big! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
João Pedro has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, right place, right time.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Danilo with the cross. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. No joy this time. It comes down to nerve, to technique under pressure, to penalties. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he puts them one up.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Rafinha is the next man in the spotlight.
Never looked in doubt, really. He just did what he was asked.
Yamal is the second man to step up for his team. Coolly into the bottom corner.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Neymar will take their second. That's a good penalty.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
And so the captain steps up. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
The third man in the queue. And the keeper's come up trumps.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Serginho is the fourth man to step forward for them. Big character, big moment, big save. So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. That's it! It is done! So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their parts in a terrific struggle, admirably at times, But when it all mattered, they have fallen.
Promises beyond compare. Nighttime high to weigh our care. Moments we can always share. Let the beat drop. Ready for the beat, yeah.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive
Hello,
nerves. The
everybody,
prospects are
and
so
welcome to
great,
today's
the
match.
potential, be it
Brazil
financial or
against
reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
Defender at all, is he? He's a winger. He rises! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And they've got rid. And he's straight offside. Rafinha. Evan Nielsen is onto this. He could be in here. Applies the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. Danilo attempts a clearance.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And claimed it back swiftly. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that was nowhere near his best. Brazil are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Rafinha. Now it's Neymar.
Brazil really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how did they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
The ball's gone astray. Endrick. Chance here to counter, and he's managed to get free. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Roberto Carlos. And it's been shipped out wide. Rafinha. Sabinho. Done delicately. That is a brilliant interception. He's gone for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And this is Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Brazil! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Brazil, after 37 minutes, is number 24, Neymar.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Brazil truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Serginho spots it and intercepts. Bruno Guimaraes aims beyond the defence. Now here's the delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Rafinha. And it's Joelinton out to the right. It's a promising position. Savinho! And he's had a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Martinelli. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Brazil still chasing a one-goal deficit here. That's the throw. Gabriel. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Brazil are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Now it's Evan Nielsen. That's very neat. And he's decided to go for it. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Gabriel closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now that looks a decent ball. He's cut it out.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Looking to play him in. Hangs in across. There's the header! So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Brazil are looking to go forward now. And he's there to retrieve it. Neymar. Savinho. Joelinton. Rafinha receives it in a good position here. And he's heaved it away. Taken back almost at once. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Federico Di Marco is someone I consider to be an elite fullback. Even in Italy, where defending isn't...
Takes a shot! That is produced there, the crispest of hits.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. Savinho's cross. Rafinha! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Can he get it through? Savinho gets flagged offside. Calafiori did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Now he's going to be disappointed with that. Tonali goes steaming forward, pass somewhat off target. Di Marco. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Brazil are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. He has found the way through. Cross flung into... Up he goes! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali. Stood up well to him there. DiMarco. And the pass is intercepted. Linton.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rafinha.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Takes aim and crosses. Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear. DiMarco going full tilt down the left. Linton. Played back into the centre. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rafinha. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Chiesa. And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Di Lorenzo. Great vision. Well, that has not gone well. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bruno Guimaraes. Now he's had it taken off him. Now it's Inzaghi. Nice looking ball. Now that's well seen too. Italy are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard.
Inzaghi! That is delicious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The breakthrough arrives at last!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Ambitious chance! There's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager...
And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. Who saw this coming? Brazil are taking this the full distance. Terrific stuff. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And that has left him in a heap.
Italy clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Linton. That has been cut short. Now he's off and running. Savinho, searching passes played there. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. The final 5 minutes. That's the throw. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now there's a fine ball. And shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
3 minutes at a time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Chiesa, who's set up 1 goal so far. Good ball over the top. Oh, not quite. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. Into extra time we go. That's a lovely, neat pass. Savinho, and he plays one through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. The cross comes in, and the keeper gets his hands on it. And it's Neymar. Now it's Rafinha. They want to be quick to recover this. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no 2 ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Buongiorno. That's good vision. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned... And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Today to please drink responsibly.
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Serginho. Bruno Guimaraes. Looking for the run. And it's been played through. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Brazil have themselves a chance from the spot. So having trailed, this to go ahead. Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Tries to play it through. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Italy needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Savinho. And he cuts out the supply. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Okay, get set. We have penalties. So he walks up to the spot and puts the ball down. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he's found the net.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked a spot, and didn't change.
Filippo Inzaghi is the next to run the gauntlet. 1-1.
He just did what he was asked.
Neymar is the second man to step up for his team.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Donadoni is second man up. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Oh, it's a really good save.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
The third man in the queue. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Brazil with this chance to pull two clear. And they're two up. So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? It's in, he's kept them in it.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
So on the cusp of where they want to be. He's buried it, and he's won it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours.
Just a quick announcement.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Brazil really...
So I did resist for a little bit, but the whole playlist was lit and then I implement a little foot tap, then I flick the wrist and then I twist the hip and then I thought this cool, I'ma stick with this. She can't tame me, shoulders going crazy, see that neck break and that head bang and them hands waving, I'm dangerous, you cannot contain this. I was trying to chill till I heard my body screaming. I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, 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 wanna dance. I wanna, what you wanna do? Go to rock a old school. Oh, we gon' move. Dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance. All I wanna do is move on a boogaloo. I'ma groove my body. I just gotta lose the shoes when that fool get loose. Know that you can't stop it. Watch this. Look at how I work that pocket. Look at how I flow like faucets. How that pop look like robotics. You can't tame me. Shoulders going crazy. See that neck break and that head bang and them hands waving. I'm dangerous. You cannot contain this. I was trying to chill till I heard my body screaming. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance, 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 dance. What you wanna do? What you go to? Rock a old school? Oh, we gon' move. Dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Ronaldinho, the man who you could say was the man once upon a time.
Yeah, certainly wasn't the noughties. So many games where his magic just shone.
And of course, there was that really famous game in November of 2005.
I know the one you mean. One of the most dominant performances by an away side in Madrid. He was absolutely instrumental in securing that 3-0 win.
What a couple of goals he scored. Individual masterpieces, the pair of them. He just tied them up in knots.
Yeah, the defence was described as showing no guts and no attitude, but I think that's harsh. I think we've got to focus on Ronaldinho. He was simply too good on that day, and nobody, and I say nobody, would have fared any better.
Played back in, looking to play him in. That's another chance! Goal! Brazil! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
After 15 minutes is number 26, Savinho. Savinho. Savinho.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off. Ronaldinho really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, super find. He slipped. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. Formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And now they can clear their lines. It's a poor throw, that, picked off with relative ease. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Casemiro gets a foot in here. Casemiro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bruno Guimaraes, and it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. He is through here. Oh, there's and the shot! Oh, it's hit the post. Flings in across.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
This looks promising. That is a brilliant interception. And he's on his way! Chance, surely! Goal! Brazil! And they've got their lead back. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. That's an imaginative pass. Played into space out wide.
There will
Linton.
be 3 minutes added time.
Savinho. Danilo picks it up now. Big header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Brazil head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we're underway again. And it's been played through. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
Real chance! Goal, Brazil! And they get themselves in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 8, Neymar!
Brazil get themselves into the lead. Neymar. Ronaldinho receives it in a wide position. Great chance! And that is wildly off target.
Brazil have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Savinho. It's a promising run he's making on the right. For Linton. And here's Endrick. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's managed to gift it back. Linton has created one goal already. He's had it taken off him. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Neymar. Nice interception, well timed. Marquinhos gets good distance on it. Rafinha. Now, what about a counter-attack? Neymar.
Brazil clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Looking for options for movement. He's away. He's under Mario! And he thumps it clear. Joelinton producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Kaka has found the net here, of course. And here's from Mario. Bruno Guimaraes does really well to win the ball there. Joelinton aimed beyond the defence. Well read, and the danger is averted. It is a corner. Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar goes short.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ronaldinho. He has found the way through. Last chance, perhaps. And that is that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft.
Van Nistelrooy! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's found the way past, picks out chance! Yes! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he's managed to get free. McAllister, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cross into the box. And he can clear it away. That's gone for a throw-in. Martinez. McAllister. And he was quick to react. Ball's gone out of play. Saka. Now Foden has a look and plays it forward. Rice. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. Now, this could be a chance.
Has been indicated.
Saka gets into some space. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And it's half-time here. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser.
1-1 the score. And the game has already resumed here. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Saka. He's ended up in no man's land. That's been cut out, well played. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. That has been cut short. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bruno Fernandes. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Great vision. Threads one in. And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead. Foden. That's... Oh no, what has happened here? Tries to play it through. Great, and Van Nistelrooy! He scores! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look... that was well played, well stopped.
2 added minutes
Time
has been
added
indicated.
on will be 2 minutes. Saka cuts it out. Bruno Fernandes. Foden. And that will be it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. The end of the game.
Security staff
Reflections?
for each block.
Yeah, well,
Please
I've been
report
on the
to
losing
spot.
side.
Falling out of that moving car like a movie star. Apart from my grazed knees, I feel pretty cool. Been swinging chairs since high school, my teachers hate me. But now I'm in some band, so don't underrate me. I'm patiently impatient, don't like to wait and see. And needing doubt in my 20s, not sure who to be. I ain't it time to repaint it, uncomplicate it. Still I'm hanging out, green light. Up to the stop sign. Up to the rewind. Up to the, that's how I shine, that's how I shine. Green light. Up to the stop sign. Up to the rewind. Up to the, that's how I shine, that's how I shine. Green light.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive
Hello,
nerves. The
everybody,
prospects are
and
so
welcome to
great.
today's
The
match.
potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. There's the header! It's in! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
The goal.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Liverpool penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. This might spell tape, and the shot! They've done it! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Nice physical challenge. Bruno Fernandes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, played right into his path. Šeško. Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Great chance here from position A1.
Like the flowers, my soul blooms in the light. Light of waters, I'm drowning into you. Light of heavens, our kiss is higher than the mountains. We're in all of the colors, and all the colors in you. Let your colors shine the darkest night. Love is sheer, love is sheer. Let your spirit rise in this hopelessness. Love is sheer, love is sheer. We're dancing in the colors. We're dancing in all of the colors. We're dancing in the colors. We're dancing in all of the colors. We're dancing in it. Light of stars, shining so brightly
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation, not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too. And I see him as the latest in line. Okay, he can be quite conservative, and he won't wow you with inch-perfect long-range passes, but he's incredibly solid.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence shapes to shoot! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Spread neatly. He's found a way through. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Stood up well to him there. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. McAllister is the team's great visionary. And that's put paid to a promising move. McAllister. And he's quick to snatch it back. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Great vision. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rice makes the interception. Good ball over the top. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. And he's hit shot at goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He's missed, but not by that far.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Rice. Couldn't squeeze it through. McAllister. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to retreat. Bruno Fernandes! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's a great ball here. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Liverpool could not have chosen a worse moment. The chance to pull further clear. What a save by David Raya! He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Substitution in progress.
It's their second corner of the game. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. This usually is...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, he has leathered that.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 3 coming up. Shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Substitution.
Liverpool making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well, there's the clearance. Now he's got space here. Neatly clipped into space. Rice. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
And a quick reminder today that
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
He would. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Liverpool couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. McAllister. Can he get it through? Park Ji-sung. Rice.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
It's Saka. And it's been given away. He's having a hit! He's got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
McAllister tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Hangs one in. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Great ball if he can get there. That is a brilliant interception. McAllister. Rice. McAllister. Floated through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Foden. He is through here. Foden plays it in. And that has been cleared. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Raya with the clearance. It's Park Ji-suk. McAllister. He's found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. McAllister. And it's Rice. Vardio. Looking for a runner. Oh, super find. Shapes to shoot! Big moment! Massive goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top draw.
And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
It's Park Ji-suk. Great ball if he can get there. There's the shot! He scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Bruno Fernandes. McAllister. Here's a sharp little bit. Oh, taken with style. Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely weighted ball. Alexander-Arnold, cross to the back post. Soboslai is there and he can get that clear. Now he's got space here. Can he latch on to this? It's a promising position. It's Park Ji-suk. Serves up, it's a mighty effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Alexander-Arnold. Short changes him with that pass. Looking for options for movement. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Park Ji-sung, and that could set him... And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And the lead is extended still further. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Oh no, this does not look good. That's an imaginative pass. Rice deals with that comfortably. Now the ball in. Alexander-Arnold tries to clear. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, that's fabulous. Has a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he's forced to go back, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold. He's got away. Shot, surely! They've done it! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's become a case of men against boys. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were...
Late nights chasing that high, truth clouded in your eyes. Conversations fail, you and I. Allure of this world, amplified, amplified, amplified. Allure of this world, amplified, amplified, allure of this world, amplified. Losing yourself tonight. Try too hard, can't deny. Conversations fail, you and I. Allure of this world, amplified, amplified, amplified. Allure of this world, amplified, amplified, allure of this world, amplified.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. He's got away. McAllister. Poor robust challenge. Well, that is one way to stop him.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Can he get onto this? And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. He is through here. Well, that's an excellent interception. Now it's Haaland. Plays it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There's the shot! They've got to be quick to... Oh, he's been caught napping! And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's there to clear it. And he shoots! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Saliba. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Bruno Fernandes. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's the throw. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Burn. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. 5 minutes till the break. Tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Alvarez! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the game has already resumed here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Van Dijk. McAllister is the team's great visionary. That's a throw. And here's McAllister. Gets a good foot in there.
McAllister really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Byrne kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And he's been shifted off it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Scholes. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game-changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Now it's Nunez. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Alexander-Arnold is there to clear. Scholes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. He's in a great position here, and he's managed to get free. They're urging him to shoot. Real chance! There's a goal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's McAllister. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising. Shoots! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
After 84 minutes is number 17, Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. Substitution for Manchester United, number 21.
So, time for
Alvarez.
changes on both
Number
sides,
11,
actually.
Scholes.
Manchester United
Number
go into the
27,
lead.
Look, he's the one
Nunes.
everyone expects to put the
Number
ball in the
10,
net. That's what he's paid to
Ruben
do.
Diaz.
Aimed
Number
beyond the
16,
defence.
Rodri. Coming on the field.
Well, he got rid because he was
Number
under pressure.
23, Ekitike.
Manchester
Number
United
8,
can really
De
think
Bruyne.
about the precious seconds
Number
that took off the
15,
clock. No
Doku.
need to overly commit
Number
now.
3, Gabriel. Number
And he
13,
cuts out the supply.
Rice.
Goes for a shot!
4 added minutes
Oh,
has
it's
been
come off
indicated.
the upright. And here's Foden. Might be danger here. It's loose. Can he finish? And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come.
It is over. Liverpool bow out.